Not to talk alone, Mr. Park. Then prepare. We will meet again tonight. One by one everyone left. The restaurant fell silence again. You stood there alone. When? How do I convince her? You whispered to yourself. Jungkook stepped into the studio and stopped. The place looked like a battlefield. Someone was arguing loudly near the mixing desk. Someone else was summing off key. One corner had a book open like it was a library. Another corner sounded like a concert rehearsal gone wrong. Jin slapped his hand on the table. Jin, I'm telling you, the notes goes like this. Taeyang snapped back instantly. Taeyang, no, it doesn't. Jin, yes, it does. Jin yelled, stretching the note so dramatically that Taeyang and Jimin covered their ears at the same time. Jimin, Hang, stop. Jimin groaned. Jab and Suga sat side by side, completely uninterested in the chaos, scrolling through their phones with deep concentration. Namjoon was on the coast, calm as ever, reading a book like the world wasn't ending around him. Jungkook took a breath. Jungkook, everyone. Every sound died instantly. All eyes turned toward him. The studio went silent. Jimin frowned. Jimin, hey, when did you come back? You disappeared without saying anything. Where were you? Jungkook didn't sit down. Jungkook waiting, he said, this evening. For a second, no one reacted then. Jin blinked. Jin, who? Jungkook took straight ahead. Jungkook, mine. Everyone, what? The word came off everyone's mouth at once. Suga stood up. Suga, are you joking? Is your head okay? Jungkook shook his head slowly. Jungkook, my head is fine. I have thought it through. Taeyang stared at him. Taeyang, who are you marrying? Jungkook stood out. Jungkook whined. The room froze. Jungkook told them everything about the court, about the decision that cornered him and you into one unavoidable solution. Namjoon finally closed his books. Namjoon, we will have to keep this completely away from the media, he said calmly. Not even a hint. J-Hope nodded seriously. J-Hope, safety comes first. Everything needs to stay private. Suga crossed his arms. Suga, this isn't a joke, Jungkook. This is your life. Jungkook, I know, he replied quietly. That's why I'm doing it. Jin exhaled slowly. Jin, so how many people? Jungkook, just us, he said. A small wedding tonight. But I don't even know what's going to happen, he admitted. You step into your office room, and before you could even put your back down, a small figure came running toward you. Jinhee, Yumma. Jinhee threw herself into your arms. You bent down instinctively, holding her tight, pressing a kiss into her hair. When is baby? I'm here. Your eyes slowly moved toward Hannah, who was standing a little distance away, watching quietly. Hannah understood that look immediately. Hannah, when is everything okay? She asked gently. You nodded. When? Yes, everything is under control now. The problem has a solution. Hannah's brows furrowed. Hannah, and her sleeves. You took a beat. When? If I marry Jungkook, everything ends. Hannah froze. Hannah marries? She repeated carefully. Jinhee sitting quietly on your lap didn't react. The word marries meant nothing to her yet. Only she knew her mother's frown. Hannah lowered her voice. Hannah, when are you sure he's an idol? Hiding things he's already heard. Toxic fans can be dangerous, sometimes even deadly. When I know you prepared firmly. That's why everything will stay hidden. Nothing will change. On the surface, everyone stays free. This marriage is only to protect Jinhee. You look down and child in your arms. Hannah shuddered. Hannah and Jinhee, will she agree? Your fingers tremble slightly as you held Jinhee closer. When there is no other choice, he whispered. I have to make her agree. Both women looked down. Jinhee looked back at them, her big eyes curious but calm. You gently placed a hand on Jinhee's cheek. When Jinhee, I need to talk to you. Will you listen carefully? The moment you called her by name instead of baby, Jinhee knew it was serious. Jinhee, yes, Mama, she said softly. You choose your words slowly, carefully, like stepping on gas. Wine. Do you want everything to stay the same, just like before? No one bothering us, no one trying to separate us. Jinhee nodded instantly. Jinhee, yes, Mama, you're so tightened. Wine. Then if I get married, will you accept me? Jinhee frowned slightly. Jinhee, why do you need to get married? She asked innocently. We are already fine like this. You smiled. Well, if you have a father, no one will ever be able to take you away. You explained gently. That's why having a father is important. Jinhee's brows knit together. Jinhee, who will be my father? You hesitated, then spoke the truth. When the man who wanted to take you, Jinhee's body stiffened instantly. Jinhee, no, she said, her voice shaking. He is bad. I don't like him, Mama. Why does he have to be my father? You pulled her closer, holding her tightly. When listen to me, Jinhee, you whispered. We can't run away forever. The only way to protect you is this marriage. She went silent. Hannah and you waited, both hearts pounding. Then very softly, Jinhee, okay, she said. It froze. When okay, Jinhee, you can get married. She repeated quietly, but don't leave me. You wrapped your arm around Jinhee tightly. When I won't, you whispered. I promise I will never leave you. Jinhee rested her head against your chest. He stood in front of the mirror, already dressed in a simple formal outfit. No veil, no heavy jewelry. The skin dying sun color. When this is fine, you say softly, adjusting your stare. I don't need anything else. Hannah crossed her arms, staring at you through the mirror. Hannah, no, you turned. Why, how do you mean no? Hannah, you are getting married, she replied firmly. Not signing a contract, you signed. Well, Hannah, this wedding is. Hannah, I know exactly how to say it. She cut in and still, you are not walking in like this. Before you could react, Hannah clapped her hands. Two assistants stepped forward, wearing a dress. It froze. When Hannah. Hannah, no arguments, he said, already pulling you toward the chair. Just this once, let yourself be seen. You didn't fight anymore. Jinhee stood nearby, already dressed in a soft pastel gown. Her hair was neatly done, a tiny ribbon tied at the side. She stared at you with wide eyes. Jinhee, Yamma, she whispered, you look like a princess. You smiled. Wine, and you look like trouble. Jinhee giggled. The small waiting hall was quiet. Warm lights glowing softly. Jungkookff stood near the altar, hands clasped together. He wasn't nervous on stage, but this was different. Jimin leaned closer and whispered, Jimin, why are your hands shaking? Jungkook, they are not, he muttered. Then he said, Yang, then why do you look like you are about to perform a solo with no rehearsal? Jin, relax, you are not the bride. Namjoon adjusted his glasses. Namjoon, statistically speaking, this is the most unpredictable event in your life. Suga yawned. Suga, just don't faint. That would ruin everything. Jungkook said, sorry, Jungkook. Please, just stand properly. The doors open. You walk in. Jinhee holding your hand. The room went still. Jungkook woke up and forgot how to breathe. Jimin's eyes within Jimin. Whoa. Liang whispered. Liang, she didn't come to negotiate. She came to conquer. Jin nodded seriously. Jin, I suddenly respect Jungkook more. You stop beside Jungkook. Please, step forward, please. We are gathered here today, he said calmly, not for spectacle, but for commitment. He looked at Jungkook. Jungkook, do you accept mine as a lawful wife to protect her, respect her, and stand beside her in responsibility and truth? Jungkook didn't hesitate. Jungkook, I do. The priest turned to you. Priest, why do you accept Jungkook as a lawful husband? To share guardianship, responsibility, and rely built on honesty. You glanced at Jinhee, then back at Jungkook. Fine, I do. The priest nodded. Priest, and do you both vow to protect this child, Jinhee, as your shared responsibility without force or harm? Together both answered yes. The priest smiled slightly. Priest, then by the authority vested in me, I pronounced you husband and wife. Jimin, that's it. jkff sharp, jkff efficient. Liang clapped softly. Liang, minimalist wedding, very on brand. Later, Jungkook closed slightly to meet your eye. Jungkook, from today, he said gently, you will stay at my house only if you are comfortable. Jinhee looked at her first. You nodded. Jinhee then said quietly, Jinhee, okay. Jungkook smiled relief. As they walked out together, Jin whispered, Jin, so dinner? Jimin grinned. Jimin, does married life come with snacks? Sugar's taste. Sugar, I came for the food anyway. Jungkook shook his head softly. Sugar stopped in the front of the silent house. Jungkook stepped out first. Jungkook, welcome, he said, his voice lower than usual. You held in his hand as they walked inside. The moment the door closed, the atmosphere changed. The walls are dark, mostly black, deep clay, muted tones. Jin looked around slowly. You felt Jungkook things beside you. Jungkook eyed. He cleared his throat. It's not very colorful. Jinhee, I didn't say anything. Jungkook, come. He said quietly, I will show you your room. He led you two down the hallway. When he opened the door, the contrast was clear. The room was different. Soft pastel was small bed with a pink blanket, plush toys arranged neatly, the tiny bookshelf, curtains with fine floral patterns, everything was careful. Jungkook stood stiffly at the door. Jungkook uttered. He said quietly, I don't know what Jin right, but I asked people and I searched. Jin walked inside. She touched the bed, picked up its stuffed bunny, looked around slowly. Jungkook, oh, he replied unsure. If you want anything changed, just tell me. Jinhee nodded again inside. She liked it, but she didn't want him to know. Jungkook turned to Jungkook. I will show you your room, he said. Before you could answer, Jinhee suddenly tightened her grip on your hand. Jinhee, sleep with me, my baby. Jinhee, please, Mama, I don't want to sleep alone. Well, okay, you said. Jungkook, I will be in my room, he said. If you need anything, just call me. He walked away.